Hello, school psychologists, teachers, school counselors, and maybe even administrators or parents. My name is Susie, and I'm a school psychologist. And I want to share with you something I made over the summer for the classroom. It's called the Social and Emotional Learning Made Easy for the Classroom for grades TK and second grade. I also have a 3rd through 5th grade option because I work in an elementary school and it's TK through 5th grade. But today I just want to share this book because it's probably going to take about 15 minutes just to go over everything that's inside for your elementary school classroom, all of the social emotional videos, worksheets, and social stories and games that I have inside. So I'll make another video for my other book a little bit later. And so let's just talk about the book. I'm going to show you all the different things that are inside of it, how it's organized by month, and I'll go into a little bit of detail when I'm done. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below, or you can DM me if you'd like maybe a course or a workshop or something for your staff on how to provide the social emotional learning materials that are inside. But I promise you, I called it Social Emotional Learning for the Classroom Made Easy because it's very easy. So let's get right to it. I'm going to go over all the different parts of this book so you can see what's inside for your classroom, why I called it Social and Emotional Learning Made Easy for the Classroom, and just what it entails. For the most part, there are 7 videos for each month, and there's either social stories that you can use for the whole class or for individual students. There's games that you can use as part of your small group rotations, and there's some worksheets and other kinds of games and some art activities as well. So I hope you enjoy the tutorial that I'm going to give really briefly. I will say that I'll put in the description some of the links to my videos that are on some of the individual games and activities so you can see and learn a little bit more about how easy it is to play those games with your students and what each game entails. And let's go check it out. So here is the book. This is the cover. You'll see it on my thumbnail. This is the table of contents. So as you can see, it starts in August and September. And so for those months, students will be learning school-based skills like listening, following directions, and behaviors at school. Then in October, it goes to learning about emotions. November is social skills focused, so playing with others and personal space. Then more social skills, but the focus is more on learning about empathy, friendships, and manners. In January is a growth mindset and positive thinking focused month. February, students will be learning about coping skills and zones of regulation. March is mindfulness. April is controlling anger and emotional regulation. May's focus is self-control, and June's focus is showing respect and conflict resolution. And so remember, this is for students age TK through 2nd grade, so everything is age appropriate as far as videos and games and worksheets and all those activities. So for my book, I made it tabbed. Everything's nicely organized. I'm so excited. I got access to a color printer, so it looks really nice. So then these are the video links right here. You will need to use the PDF version of this book in order to click directly on the link and bring up the videos. So there's about 6 to 8 videos. So for this month, it includes a Jack Harmon video, a video called Transitioning in Class, a video called Taking Turns, and a song if you want to get the teacher's attention. It's very cute. So there's different worksheets, activities, just to get students to know their teacher and know their classmates. This game is called the Getting to Know Each Other Beach Ball game, so you will need a beach ball, and you just number it, and there's a few games within this packet that you can play the game with. The game is also a card game version, so if you want to just use a deck of cards, it's the same game for rapport building in your classroom. Then most months there is a themed circles. So circles are a great classroom activity because they build community within your class and they help children learn to listen and respect others' opinions and help build relationships as they get to know each other. So some of the first month circles are very much like rapport building and fun kinds of things. It doesn't get too serious about learning about anger or emotions quite yet. So some of the questions are, would you rather eat a worm or eat a squid? Would you rather have no hair on your head or no eyebrows on your face? So they're just silly questions. This one I know kids will really like. Would you rather fly on a dragon or ride on a unicorn? So the students take like a talking stick or stuffed animal and pass it around the class and share what their thoughts or opinions are so that everyone gets to know a little bit about each other. So there's 12 circle prompts. And then this is a social story coloring book called Listening to My Teacher. And so some of the social stories are activities you could do with the whole class, or you could just use them for individual students to do maybe as a small group. And so the students can color their own book about listening to the teacher, and then they can have it and even refer to it in their desk when they're having a little bit of difficulty. And there's a boy and girl version. So as I said, October is about learning about emotions. So there's a few different activities in here. There's the list of videos. There are some worksheets about matching the picture to the emotion. A few other worksheets that are a little bit more for the second graders. And then this circles month, the students are learning about emotions. So some of the questions are, what food puts you in a good mood? Who can you talk to if you are feeling sad? And what activity can make you feel happy if you are feeling sad? So a little bit focused on thinking about, what do I do when I'm having a big emotion? And then there's another social story to go along with that month called Understanding and Controlling My Big Emotions. So that's another one that the whole class can do if it's appropriate, or just a few students if you have a small targeted group. Okay, and then we get into learning about social skills, which is extremely important for our TKers and kindergartners new to school and maybe even new to interacting with other children that aren't their siblings. So these are the videos that you can show throughout the month related to learning social skills. And then this is the game for this month called the Conflict Resolution Board Game. For this board game, as you can see, students move along the game board, and it's something that you can do during like a small group rotation time as the teacher or counselor visiting the classroom and helping out with social emotional learning. And then when the students land on flags, there's certain questions, and then when they land on an X, there's other questions related to resolving a conflict with another peer. As I said, for October, the theme is learning social skills and personal space. So the social story, giving others personal space, is in that chapter of the book. Okay, next in December is about friendship and learning manners and empathy. So there is one of these videos is called the Empathy Pizza Game. It's the one in green, and it goes along with this coloring worksheet. So you play the video, and then students color in their pizza as they play the game. And then there is a social story included called Sharing and Taking Turns. And then this month's game is the Manners board game. So students can play that in a small group rotation setting. And then the next month is Growth Mindset and Positive Thinking. Here the videos are listed below, and then there's a Positive Thinking board game. There's also positive thinking quotes that students can color and then possibly frame on some construction paper. as an art activity related to learning positive thinking at school and growth mindset. This is an activity called the I Can't Monster. If you want to learn more specifics about this activity, I do have a separate video just for that. And then I don't know if you can read the title there, but this game is called the Self-Esteem and Growth Mindset Jenga. So for the Jenga games that are included in my workbook, you do have to have your own Jenga or like imitation Jenga, and then number it 1 through 30, and you can play the game. It's really fun. Students pull out a number and then you just read the number prompt. So for example, number 7 says, what is a challenge that you have overcome this month? Number 6 was, flex your arm muscles and say, I am strong. So it's pretty interactive and engaging for students. And then these are the growth mindset circle prompts. And I would recommend doing maybe 2 circles a week. And then you can always just do a Friday circle where you go around and ask students what was the best part of their week, if you wanted to do a 3rd circle during the week. And then February's coping skills, and there's some activities and worksheets for coping skills. Mindfulness. Students can learn about mindfulness with the videos and practice mindfulness with some of the video links that are included. And then there are fun coloring pictures that are mindfulness style pictures that are a little bit more gender neutral. A lot of times I see mindfulness pictures. There's a Star Wars one, there's skateboarding ones that are a little bit more girl gender focused, like flowers and things. So I drew some of my own pictures because many of my clients are actually boys in my school. So I wanted to make some pictures that they would enjoy drawing and coloring. April is anger control. There's your videos. Here is anger management Jenga. So again, you can use that Jenga for more than one game if you do purchase it. And then this is a calming helper tool that students can use in the classroom. It has them practice square breathing. It has them use counting as a calming activity, and then also coloring. And then it does say for the 4th activity for calming to talk to an adult. And then these are some coloring worksheets and activities. And then this social story coloring book is called Calming My Body and Playing Safely at School. I have had some friends over the years that were not the safest with playing, and it gives them strategies on what to do. And then this is the circles for the month, managing frustration and anger. So like one question I'll just read, what calming strategy works best for you if you are feeling frustrated with another student? Another question is, which is more frustrating, when you have to do chores or when you lose at a game? May is self-control month, and I do have let's see, I have Uno. If you have an Uno deck, you can play this game with your students. They just pull the Uno cards and kind of play Uno, but then when they put down a card, you read the corresponding question related to behavior. And then these are circle prompts related to behavior. This is another social story for that month and that theme. And you can use any of these social stories anytime a student with that specific need comes up. You can sit with them and make a coloring book for them personally and have them, reflect on some of their behaviors and their areas of challenge. And then June, the final month, is showing respect and conflict resolution. So a little bit more social skills. And these are the restorative circle prompts for conflicts. And so you can use these anytime in this school year when an incident comes up. So like this yellow one is specifically for the incidents. It says, what was the problem that occurred? How did the incident make each person involved feel? And what are some solutions that might best resolve the problem? So once you train your students to do circles, when there is an incident in the classroom, you would use this yellow card to help resolve the conflict and help students see that there are solutions to most conflicts with other peers. And then this is the learning about respect game. And then some worksheets about respect. And finally, the one thing that is included also, I'm still making it, but it's an emotions chart. So you can use laundry clips with the students' names on them, and then when they come in the morning, they can clip where their emotions are, or they can even change them during the day. And it's a little ocean theme. But if you have another theme in your classroom, I would definitely recommend just making one that kind of goes along with your theme, because it's a super cute thing to do to decorate and help teach students about their emotions in the classroom. So thanks for watching my video. I hope it wasn't too long, but it was full of information and you're feeling really confident about how easy it's going to be to use this book with your students or with your school. If you're a counselor providing counseling services and social emotional learning to the whole school, this will make your life a breeze. I'm really excited about it because I made it for my school, and I also made my 3rd through 5th grade book for my school. So, you know, it's got everything inside of it. It's got all of these games. This is the Learning About Respect game. Some of the games and activities are the same for both because they are age appropriate for both age levels. But for the most part, they're slightly tailored towards their specific developmental age level and what kinds of things the students can do. For example, a lot of the worksheets in this book are more like coloring and maybe one-word answer kinds of worksheets or matching. And in the 3rd through 5th grade, there is a little bit more writing and reflection and things because those students are capable of completing that kind of work for learning social and emotional skills. So if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, if you're excited about using this book with your school or with your classroom, please give me that good, thumbs up or like. And if you're learning a lot about counseling and social emotional learning with my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.